Yo, what's up guys? How's it going? Today I'm gonna start with some unban requests. I've never done one of these before on stream. Usually my very good and friendly moderators oversee all these, and I think there have probably been hundreds of unban requests over the years. But I asked them to hold off on their good efforts for just a bit, about a week ago. And we have 6 unban requests right here. I'm curious what I'm going to be finding, so let's jump into it and see what's what. I have no idea what actually. I think it's good to walk in the shoes of my mods for a bit to see what's going on. All right, got one here. Dotasu TV. Let's check his comment. He was banned by Excalibur on 28th of November, about a week ago. He's been banned twice. Let's check it out. Sven was picked at TI and he did well. Why is Grubby always playing alone as a position 5? He should play around the team, not the other way around. Why is he pushing the lane when his position 1 was right next to him? That seems legit so far. I definitely play intuitively sometimes. And sometimes maybe I take some farm if I feel like they're not doing it. Usually, sometimes I could be so unaware that there could be a position 1 next to me, that even though they're next to me, I push the wave. But if they came, I would let them have it. But if they don't come, I'm assuming they don't want to be there because it's risky. That's how I see it. And I think that's correct. I have done like Underlord portals, be like, hey, Bloodseeker, you want the top farm? I portal there and they don't go. And then if they don't go, then I go. Alright, but Underlord as position 3. But I think it's a valid question. This is just generally his chat history. Why is he pushing lane when his boss 1 was right next to him? Why is he taking the farm as a position 5? This has actually been a really common complaint when I play support in general. I don't see it as wrong if my cores aren't taking it. They have their own patterns in their head, and if they want the lane, then they will have it. Now, if I pre-push the lane 20 seconds before they would have wanted it, and now it's out of reach, I think that's valid. And this might be a place where I'm losing a lot of value for my core without realizing it, right? Like, they're farming jungle here, and then the lane is here, and I push it out here, and now they can't reach anymore because it's too risky. I think that could be valid, and maybe I did play sometimes support too greedily. I don't know which support I was playing. I don't think I was playing Warlock a week ago anymore. This may actually be from before when I still played Warlock. I always wanted to get my scepter for Warlock. And then, why are you taking farm? Lamau farming while team goes in. I remember doing this sometimes. It's definitely a bit of a weakness, I think. They would have had to fight if Grubby didn't get in farm. You were smoked, you would have won if you joined them. Why is Grubby taking jungle creeps from the Possoan? Is he blaming support when he plays this badly? There's a team fight going on. Better waste my Q on creeps, not have it ready for chrono. This may have been a Klinks game. I remember sometimes I did this, maybe more often. Sometimes it's blissful unawareness, but I had a week or 2 ago where I was in such a bad mindset. I didn't think I'm in a bad mindset, but looking back on the day after the stream had ended, I'm like, man, I'm actually doing things I know are grief. That's why I took the 1-day break, and I got back a lot better. And I'll have to do it again if I feel like I'm being set in bad patterns. But like, yeah, I'll see like, hey, a fight is breaking out. Let's quickly Burning Barrage this jungle cramp. And then I join the fight, and I'm like, 4 seconds on my cooldown. I don't have it yet. Boom, Chronosphere. So I definitely need to improve that. BKB doesn't prevent Halberd. I think it does. Position 5 Sven is mostly a grief pick. So this is something you don't get banned for, but it is annoying over a whole when a lot of people say this, because my win rate with Sven 5 is 9 wins, 1 loss. So obviously it is not grief. It may be poorly understood, it may be easily countered, but clearly, statistically, it is not happening. It's clearly statistically not happening. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. This is just not true. It's just not true. Sven 5 is just good. And until I go like 4-7, 4 win, 7 loss, I wouldn't believe this. But this gets said a lot. Lion carried the early game so early. Blaming Lion that carried the game so hard at the start. I think it is possible that sometimes I am the weakest and he calls it out. But if I follow his chat, I never did anything good. Not one thing, see? I grief, I grief, I grief, I grief. So there's definitely an interesting pattern. Oh, and then I said I have 9-1 on Sven, and then he's like, well, I'm 10-0. This is more like a straw man argument, where just because it happened doesn't mean that the stats say that it's true. But there's a kappa phase, so I don't know if it's really true. I won 10 games at 500 MMR with support Sven. Again, like a whataboutism, like at 500 MMR, except I did it at 3000 MMR, right? So this is like, well, hypothetically, if you win 10 with Sven at 500 MMR, then that doesn't mean anything, does it? But first of all, it was at 3K, and secondly, it does mean something. It means that you should do it at 500 MMR until it doesn't work anymore, because you're not going to play like a 10K at 500 MMR. No matter what hero you play as offlane, you should participate more than 6 kills. This was, I remember this one. This was the Razor game. I do think I underjoined. Partially why I stopped playing Razors, because I couldn't find my fight timings. Don't lie, chat. You'd be annoyed as hell if you had a bit of projection. It's almost like AFK farming 40 minutes against Sniper Drow team wasn't good. What is he doing? Dude, you were farming for 50 minutes, didn't join a single team fight, never played with team. That game was 100% on you, nobody else. You played so bad that game. You seriously think the team should 100% pander to you, and you alone, while you ignore your team completely, you need to do an ego check. He forgot the kappa phase. It would have passed under the radar if he just put a kappa, just a prank, bro. And the thing is, maybe I played bad, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't play with team, but I still play for the team. I'm still trying to win. But this one, I think this is something that I and most reasonable mods would take umbrage at, just because games on average are 20% yours. If you played really bad, like let's say you're actually griefing and getting killed all the time, you're 99% responsible. But if you're just kind of feeding a bit by accident, built the wrong item, we're in the wrong place, but your team made their mistakes, you could be 30% at fault for the game, a 30% share of the team's loss, 40%. And if you win, maybe you were a 20%, 30%, 40% contributor, essentially. But 100% on you and nobody else, that's just exaggerating. Well, let's see what his unban request is. Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights. I was wrong and I'm sorry. You know, I was taught that, and very late in life, not early in life. Early in life, I was taught that an apology means saying sorry and thinking nothing, promising nothing, changing nothing. But later in life, I realized that a real apology is acknowledging what you were doing was selfish or hurtful and then coming up with a plan how to change it. That's a real apology, right? So that means that just saying I'm sorry and then unrelated virtue messages does not
deny.
Thank you. Yes, I was beating around the bush, wasn't I? How do you deny it? Oh, there we go. Deny. Okay, unrelated unban message, so an unrelated reply comment. Let's go to the next. How do I go to the next? Do I press X? Yeah, X. Okay. Ian, the Dota player. So the difference is, regions, C is the hardest for real. It ain't the game anymore, it's the BS people have to deal with, basically 1v9 at times. I've heard this before about C server. Grubby capitalizing on the Dota community so he can buy food, Sag. Does anyone know if Granny is bisexual? I'm not, by the way. I would not like to touch Eggplant. Yeah, I think he's gay. Gay. Hey, Granny. Do you hear yourself? You make no sense. Oh my god, this Granny is dyslexic. Grubby gives me the inspiration to play ranked games. Makes me believe I can be immortal since he's Archon and he plays 9,999 times worse than me. Smiley, 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 smiley. Got a 1 minute tap on the wrist. 10 minute tap on the wrist by Excalibur. I gotta say, Excalibur has been killing it. I give you my account. We one-on-one on stream so I can show you the whole world how garbage you are. I am Arkin player. You do not belong here. I was drunk. Sorry, Grubby. Being drunk can be a wonderful state of mind alteration that makes us say and think different things. But ultimately, we are still responsible for what we say, and therefore there can be some consequences, like when I had to pay for that broken painting at the Boy Scout Club. Exactly, me too. What about you go to bed, you little baby hater? By the way, did you really? Yeah, I really broke it, but I didn't pay for it. They didn't know who did it. Yeah, it was a lot of people there, and I was like shoved a bit down the stairs. Yeah. A lot of people are drunk, not everyone says that, and he still didn't acknowledge what he said. Like, if I said, "You're ugly as a butt face," to someone, my apology wouldn't be, "I was drunk." My apology would be, "I don't think you look like that. I was drunk. Sorry, I say untrue things when I'm drunk." In his case, he's like saying I'm trash, which is fine. You can say that, you can think that, and we can ban you for it. The apology should be, in my opinion, maybe I'm too critical. Hey, Mods, am I more critical than you? Anyway, the apology should be, I was drunk, and I don't actually think you're that bad, but you did play very bad that game, and I felt very strongly about it. Like, that would be enough for me, but like 3 words, I was drunk, that's not enough for me. What about you go to bed, you little baby hater? He's never really salty about losing, but this game was sus AF. I still think he's checking Twitch or something. There's no way this was just coincidence. This random player is better in movement than any pro pog. Legit. Look at how precisely he's following, still not buying it. This is 2 days ago. Chat never triggered when Grub play, but this was too obvious. Obviously, random player has better movement than pros ever seen in legit games. Pog, legit. So, I think this timeout might be because I've had a long-standing rule. I've had a long-standing rule on stream not to accuse.
It has been fun watching and getting back into Dota.
Yo, glad you've been liking it, man. Thanks. We've had this long-standing rule on my stream that we don't accuse people of cheating without confirmation. Because as a stream, as a small stream, big stream, medium stream, you have this responsibility. You're telling a story of someone that has very little way to defend themselves. And if you're like, that's a cheater, that could be a stigma that's attached to them. The bigger your audience is, the more. And I find that problematic. It's very easy to dish out the cheat accusations, and I'm definitely not perfect. Sometimes I've done it, but I hate myself when I do it. And that's why we try not to allow chat to do it either. If there is a situation... He was banned 3 years ago? Oh yeah, interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, this must have been from Heroes of the Storm, maybe. Wow. But anyway, the point is, we try to look at the replay and see if it was actually sus. At the most, we'll say, that's weird how he saw me there. Let's check it out. And then if it really is cheating, we'll find out maybe, right? Supporting cheaters feels good, man. So now he's accusing a moderator to support cheaters, when all that we're saying, innocent until proven guilty. Maybe one day you'll understand when you stop being so incompetent to play Warcraft by yourself. Oh, okay. It was a Warcraft game. Hey man, I was acting a little rude sometime, which I honestly regret. Please unban so I can be a part of Grubby's journey in this game, Dota, which is literally my life. Promise to be nice. So Dota players even showed themselves in my Warcraft stream already. It actually makes sense now, because within the Warcraft scene and my stream, it was quite well known not to accuse people of cheating baselessly, but it's kind of meta in Dota to accuse everyone of account buying and of cheating and smurfing and so on. I already had a run-in with a Dota frog back then. He got banned. Anytime you like pick a fight with mods and accuse them of random things like this, I think this was a good ban. I think Basilisk did good. He did well. But this is also a valid apology. So I'm gonna go with the unban here. Hey Capital, a new chapter. Get it? Capital is German for chapter. A new chapter begins. Thanks for the nice unban request. Let's enjoy Dota 2 together. Alright, cool. 5 times banned new arc. Omega lol Razor with Bloodstone. Omega lol Razor with no BKB. This was created on 3 December 2 days ago. 5 times banned 2 days ago created. Omega lol Razor with Bloodstone I can. Omega lol Razor with Bloodstone Kekava I can't. So he's obviously a very valuable contributor to chat. I actually banned him, and I remember this one because anytime someone says Mason banned me, Gorge banned me, Happy banned me, someone banned me, I figure if that's your account name, you're already very good at making new accounts, so you wouldn't care if you get banned. You probably have like a list of accounts where you know you're banned here or there, and you can just keep making new ones. And usually they're troublemakers and shit stirrers, because not only are they banned and they made a new account, ban evasion, but they want people to know they were banned. So it's like a self-martyring attitude. And I told him, like, if you want to be unbanned, just send me a nice unban request. I'm just gonna ban you out of spite because your the word banned is in your name. I figure he's a troublemaker. Let's see what his unban is. You're an Archon player who looks and speaks autistic. I don't mind getting banned from your channel. It just gives me one more reason to not watch your autistic face. I think he's really sorry. We should unban, no? We force him to watch me. The moment I unban him, he's more forced to watch, and he'll hate it. By the way, my wife once asked if I am autistic. Then I asked my family, and they were like, probably not. I don't think I am. I have autistic friends and Asperger friends, and I don't think I am. It is a spectrum, but I don't think so. I did not ban her either, no. Let's see, this was all on you. So this is again like a comment that we take issue with, because it's never all on one person. It's never all on one person. It's a team game. It's 5 people. Why are you trying to do stacks without damage? I think this is when I tried to... Wait, this is 16 hours ago? Oh yeah, this was the Clinks game. The Clinks incident on the Ancient Triangle, where I had 8 stacks on the Ancient. So I wasn't trying to do them yet, but I think my Maelstrom was late, maybe? I started doing them, I think, with Javelin only, not Maelstrom. If I could do it again, I wouldn't. But you keep learning, right? And then I got killed, and I got baited by Lions. He said I'm a Boosted Herald. But who boosted me? You are shit. He got double banned. Bang, 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 bang. Like mods uncocked, took off the safety all at the same time. Grubby is a Boosted Herald. Well, at least he's going down in history. I gotta say, respect for sticking to his guns as well. If that's what he believes, right? Like, he didn't try to lie to worm his way back into this Boosted Herald stream. I'm gonna deny it. Respect for sticking to the story. Nico. Oh, I remember he got banned a lot, didn't he? Wait, only once? Maybe it's a different Nico. He was banned 22nd of November. early on in the stream. Here we go, chat. Geo. I'll kick you out. Sorry, Grubby. 32nd out of... Oh, this was the poker tourney. 32nd out of 42. 163 so far. Let's go. I need that 4K. Yeah, there was a $4,000 bounty to all-in me and defeat me in the tourney. Coming for you. I'm hunting the bounty. Don't worry. This game is rigged, bro. Every time you in a hand, you win. Come on. He timed him out and banned him. So usually when this happens, there could be like a message on DM to Ahmad. Maybe that's what happened. It's been a while. Oh, he thinks this is like a parent's timeout. Can I come out of the hallway yet? It's been a while. Have you been thinking about what you done? I'm hungry. I hear you guys having dinner. Yeah, it's been a while. You know, let's just forget about it. Let's just forget about it. This was me when my mother said, I have to go outside and play. And stop using the computer. And my brother too. So we would go outside and not play out of spite. We would sit on the sidewalk. We would look at the door. And she said for how long? We said for how long. But we didn't play because that would be like being obedient. Then after like 30 minutes, 60 minutes, we're not, can we come in yet? It was when you said just ban spoilers. So he was retroactively banned. All right. It's not really spoilers, right? But sometimes people gave away what table they were at, what was happening, because we had a 5-minute stream delay. Because there was money involved, I definitely get his enthusiasm, and even I was thinking like, wow, I got really lucky. Is it rigged? I got really lucky sometimes, but sometimes I got unlucky as well. I don't think it's that bad. We'll unban. I think we were banning for spoilers that would spoil what was happening live as we had a 5-minute delay. We tried to let everyone know that you shouldn't divulge real-time info, but you were probably just excited. Sorry you didn't get that sweet-ass bounty. Nobody got the bounty because I never lost until the final table. All right, cool. One more. Leandro. Grubby's noob, eh? Eh? Grubby's noob, eh? Remind you, lol. This stream is a waste of time. Massive Bitus, Passive Doom, Massive Bitus. People actually believe that this guy started from Herald brand new, lol. Maybe I calibrated a little low, but that's because I had a 48% win rate in unranked because of A to Z. That's just how the system works. I didn't make the rules.
Hey, man.
Oh, what up, noob psychologist? Thank you, guys. You guys just got duped. And then the double bang bang. I don't know how many days this is. Hunter Seeker, he had some lenience. He's like, I don't want to see you for the max amount of seconds. Excalibur was like, dude, this guy's a flat earther. Oh? That's a flat earther, no? This is 1 day, okay. Unbanning? Why? Because you only have 3-digit viewer count nowadays? Smiley face, GTFO. Wait, why is he... Okay, so Twitch offered him an unban request appeal option, and he thought we sent him an unban appeal option? Wait, 7 minutes ago? Oh, he did this while we were doing this thing. He's watching right now. Hi, Leandro. Hey. Is it a scam? 3-digit viewer count. I haven't even played a game of Dota yet, and we're at 1600 already. Are you sorry that you were wrong? You were wrong by an order of 10 magnitude, potentially. I'm going to deny the request.
1614 is the biggest 3-digit number I have seen.
I'm going to deny the unban request, but it's a dupe. In reality, you're unbanned. It's just the dupe. Shiva Ravage, Dutch Ravage, only map hacking. Hi, Mr. Big 212. How are you doing today? Finally, a favorite streamer at my rank. Bobby Bronco J-Lace. Only map hacking win games. Other cheats don't matter. Yeah, scripts don't matter, right? MMR, ready for TI-12. MMR, this is a good Meepo game. Shadow Fiend Raise now deals less damage than attack. You threw the game, Grubby. Wait, when was this? 11 November. I want to support you the whole Dota journey. Sorry if it was a harsh comment. Dota community is more toxic than me. On average, maybe he's right. I feel like this is quite a trigger happy ban. I don't think mods would even ban for this. This feels like an impulsive emotional ban. The thing is, after I lose, it's always been like this. I'm trying to be more mature, but after you lose, you just feel bad. Especially if you feel like it was your fault. You're very vulnerable and your chimp comes out, your inner chimp. I probably banned him for being right or partially right. I do think I could pick it apart a bit and be like, you didn't say every nuance. Many changes in the game can lead to you losing. The last mistake is the most obvious. The final mistake is the one that threw it. But you got to a difficult game state because of these 117 mistakes by player A, these 120. But it's like no one is gonna write that in a simple comment, right? Like there are many things that lead to a loss, and the final mistake can be most noted. So it's annoying when someone says it was 100% you. You threw the game. When your laning phase was amazing and you got the team to a great game state, but they kept feeding over and over, then suddenly you got a chance again and then you died and then you threw the game. It's freaking annoying to read something like that. But I don't feel emotional about it now anymore. And the unban comment is quite nice. Sorry, I sometimes feel sensitive after losing, especially when people write partially true things. So you got a reactive ban from me, but I'm happy to unban GLHF. All right, that's it. Great, productive. Yes, bad timing. If you had said the same thing a minute later, maybe it wouldn't even be a ban. All right, cool. Let's start more content that can get people banned now.